the hike begins here at a lake called Christlessee, and that's German for Crystal Lake, for obvious reasons. It gets that name. And here the elevation is at about 930 meters. The beginning of the hike is a very steep incline through some old leaves, still from autumn. We do this for about 100 meters, which takes about 30 minutes. And down there is where the hike began. It's down towards Christlessee. And at this point we've climbed already about 300 meters. It's taken 1 hour, and now we're actually considering what hike to do next. We found a really nice ridge over down towards that way that looked pretty interesting. And over to the left here you see a nice mountain that we'll probably climb at some point in the future. Now we're getting to the point where we're starting to see some snow. We're at about 1,400 meters elevation. So at this point we don't actually see a nice, well-marked path. All we really do see are goat tracks. So we're having to make our own path and follow the GPS at this point. In total now we've climbed about 600 meters, which has taken 2.5 hours, a little bit longer than usual because of the snow slowing us down. And here's a shaded spot with lots of snow, and this is the way we just came. So we went through this little shady spot, then followed the track around here, and now coming up towards the ridge. Now we thought we could actually take a shortcut up through here. We found a way, but it meant going through some loose rocks and a bit of bushland, but we actually came to a dead end through this point and turned around and found another way through some more bushland, and we were actually crawling through this point. But eventually we did make it to the top, and we've just had to go through some scrubland through there. The path was not very well marked out, but we eventually made it to the top of the ridge here. And now we just need to go down this way towards the top. And you can see the top just there, and the path does continue down that way to the return back down. Now we are approaching the top of the peak called Himmelschrofen. It has a total elevation of 1,770 meters, which equates to a climb of about 900 meters from Christlessee, taking 4.5 hours for us. And down there is the town called Oberstdorf, and there is Nebelhorn, which is a popular ski area, and that's the ridge we just came from. And down towards this way is where the path continues. However, at this point we were considering trying to get one of the paragliders to pick us up. You can see one here that just passed a frozen lake down there. You can still see it on the right. And now at this point they're just showing off. Taking another look at the path that we need to go, we can see the snow is actually sitting on top of trees there, which is highly unsafe. So we did decide to actually turn around and continue down back the way we came. We went down this snowy way instead of going back through the bushland. I did keep falling through the snow, so I thought it would be a good idea to start sliding down. It was much faster, but it did slide off course a bit, so I had to recalibrate and get back on the course just by walking, and now here is the track. At this point we start to see our footsteps again, so we start backtracking the way we came, down through that shady spot again. And the last bit of sunlight for the day down through here. It should only take about 2 hours to get down from here. We've got plenty of daylight to lead us to the end. Now we're out of that complicated snowy part and it's smooth sailing from here, just following our footsteps all the way back down to Christlessee, then Oberstdorf.